الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا عبده ورسوله. الحمد لله الذي أحيانا بعدما ماتنا وإليه نشور. أحييكم بتحية الإسلام. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, I praise Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because we make the die before we make the life. For can't test me and unam. Would I go do good work? And in the mighty God and in the merciful God. And anybody where Allah don't guide to this thing, nobody not going to misguide them. Anybody where Allah don't misguide, nobody not going to guide them. And they bear witness together with us, no other God, no the way get right for worship, we know be true, we on Qiyamah except Allah. And Muhammad, na his servant, and make a messenger. And we return and thank you for taking life last night, and you return back to we this morning for continue for the time we don't prescribe for we for live on this planet. May Allah accept we all. The good work they do, may Allah accept them. Amen. And any mistake we do, willfully one, and the one who don't know, may Allah grant me in mercy. Amen. In forgiveness, in mercy, now they ask for may Allah grant me in forgiveness with mercy. We ask Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we love ones that we don't go before, including with SHEIKH them, with teacher them, with imam them, all, especially the one way now we on humble power, Allah we don't call in a Sheikh Salah Jane and the rest of the other one who said they don't may Allah sorry for them. And including we parents them, some of the parents we don't go before who said they don't may Allah sorry for them. May Allah put light in the grave, expand the grave and make the grave become compound from the compounds of Jannah. The opportunity where they not able to forget like this dunya before they left the dunya. And the comfort of may Allah grant them the one way in the grave we will get, they will get until Yawm al-Qiyamah. And He give them back Jannah, بغير حساب, without He not judge them. And we say if we left, may Allah continue for guiding to this day, we live as Muslim, we die as Muslim, we raise we up Yawm al-Qiyamah as Muslim, including whoever we picking them, and all the family members them, and the day of resurrection. Brothers and sisters, after I don't send the greetings to the greetings of Al-Islam, before I go further, I just advise brothers and sisters, now we sit them properly, we sit down, we face the Qibla, now we sit down so that people then will get time for we sit down accordingly. Because we sit down scatter one, we sit down with a different position. The brothers and sisters, they're not going to come for calm, sit down with me and let the line then become straight away. So, we ask also and remind the brothers and sisters when we come at the masjid, if you first come, if finally you come at the front line, the front row, you get a big reward. Likewise, the second row. And also, when they come, don't know the reserved place for people that would not be at the masjid. We don't know can't not put something for them for reserve for them. In Islam, the place of Allah, the place of worship when at the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you don't get no reservation for person. First come, first come. First come, first serve. So not take place something or you put something at that place there for reserve somebody when not there. Or, for example, the other salawat, that is the times of prayers the way they take place at the masjid. When you don't done the salah or anytime you come, you want left for go after the salah, not left something there for let you say where you go, where you can that place will be placed. In fact, not so sooner where you will choose one particular side at the masjid where you are your place is in a place of they pray. Nobody else now you don't go for prayer. Or Now, yeah, for brief, no prayer, it means like say you pray and not answer it to Allah. Any side waiting up, any spot waiting up, whether na ya or you also any sign of the world waiting up, that place they go give witness for Yom Al-Qiyamah. Say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my servants tinap na ya for you sake and for glorify you and praise you and also ask you forgiveness. So may Allah grant you success in this dunya and the akhirah. And also for reminding brothers and sisters, as we turn the corner today and the last Friday before November, before the winter time. And we all know this weekend the clock, the reverse go 1 hour back. The clock will be forward, it will be 1 hour forward during the summer time to this day. But by next week, this week, weekend, by next week, the time will be the same again. So this weekend, Sunday morning, 12 o'clock, what they say next, midnight, 12 o'clock Saturday to clean Sunday, the time they reverse back to 1 hour to the clock. So instead of 12 o'clock, they go back to 11 o'clock. Or instead of 1 o'clock, now 12 o'clock. So let you know how to regulate or program you watch or you time where they whether not the phone or whatever, and for conscious of your time, because sometimes the time, some watch and there or some devices and there, then they still get the old time. So they not go the old time if you say the time don't reach. Sometimes that 1 hour where they feel say is still there on, you could fully say now 1 hour still at the same time, but the time will don't go minus 1 hour. So now minus 1 hour, instead of being 1 o'clock, it will be 12 o'clock. So take up from there. And instead by next week, the Juma, instead of we begin the khutbah, the Juma, before they will begin, the Imam will begin at 1:30 to 2 o'clock as usual, or some minutes past 2, it will go to 12:30. Instead of 1:30 to 12:30, just minus 1. Any of the prayers from Sunday, any of the prayers from Fajr, Sunday, Fajr, Sunday, to clean Sunday, Fajr. 1 hour, if not 5 o'clock, if not 5 o'clock or 5:30, plant pray, now 4:30. So the 1 hour, if not from 1:30 to 12:30. Then if not Asr, if not, it depends on the area of the masjid where they pray. Any time of that time when they pray, just minus 1 hour. They go to Maghrib and Isha as well. Then also, brothers and sisters, by next week, the Juma, they start 12:30 and then go there for the khutbah until 1 o'clock or a minute past 1 or more minutes past 1, then they pray. So after which, maybe by some minutes past 2, the Asr will enter inside. So they know that day. So the time they change completely by Sunday. So Saturday's net, when night time reach 12 o'clock, for we are saying the clock, instead of it go 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, it reverse to 1 hour less. So let you take note. By next week Friday, they no can 1:30 or 1 o'clock. If you say by the time you come 1 o'clock, I don't mean the Juma don't do. So can 12:30, can meet up the khutbah by 12:30, and by 1 o'clock or so minutes past 1, they don't pray the first Jama'ah. So may Allah accept you all. So also for reminding brothers and sisters that when they don't make the intention for the 2020 Hajj preparation, when they don't make the intention for go perform the Hajj, the forms still are there available and space them there, some space still there, although some space they don't think they take more space them, but some space they're still there. So you go register now, and no matter if you money, you feel say no go meet up. Always put her into prayers and rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Say Allah can do for you anything we want for you. So brothers and sisters, when you can register now, any small amount we get, you give and you write it down. Tell by the time when the time don't near for go Hajj, the last month before that time they wait for go submit the passport them go remind you waiting at the balance when they for they pay so that they go perform so that they will go do the process for you and for join the group work when I go for go perform the Hajj. May Allah give you the tawfiq and give you the means and the strength and well body and long life and prosperity for those who go perform the Hajj 2020. You are not getting this? But you don't know how you will get and may Allah bring the chance. May Allah bring the chance where you will go without enough suffer for it, without enough struggle for that. So may Allah make it easy for we. So and also the Saturday lectures them for remind the brothers and sisters them when we get with family and so inside the weekend, now they count them at the masjid. Bring we picking them, bring we wife them, bring we family members them. Let them go to camp, listen to the lectures of Al-Islam and the lectures of the Deen of Islam. What you know, a lot of women born inside Islam, we take, say because we are born Muslims, we take them for granted and we don't want to get the rest of what we did, they teach we, what is the akhlaq of the Deen, and what is the conduct of the Deen, and what is the best way how for do the right thing where Allah will accept me. We they wonder why make certain people that wouldn't know they inside Islam, where they can't accept Islam, then they do more better than we, where they born inside Islam. And a lot of we, because we don't know we Deen, we don't want to try land but we Deen, we don't hold survey but we Deen. Now I may go certain stage the way the test of Allah can. If they see certain people that left the Deen, or sometimes they go accept other Islam, other religion. If we say Deen and the right road. And when Shaitan want to distract you, it will make what you get no value, especially the Deen of Islam. And Allah don't tell you, anybody will take Islam, any other religion other than Islam, Allah not accept it. Not to miss it. It is inside the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and no say, if you follow any deen, any religion or way of life other than Islam, Allah they reject it, they don't accept it. Because all the prophets from Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, now Muslim name. And if you read Isaiah Surah Al-Baqarah, where Allah says, قُولُوا آمَنَا بِاللَّهِ وَمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْنَا وَمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَى مُوسَى وَإِبْرَاهِيمَ وَعِيسَى. All them were وَالنَّبِيُّونَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ وَالنَّبِيُّونَ, and all the prophets, they all, now for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they submit their own will. They submit their own will to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They believe say they're not Muslims, and then Muslims, they not they claim say they're Muslims. The word Muslim, although the Arabic word, sometimes it looks somehow difficult for you for interpreter because in Arabic word, but the word Muslim, that somebody will submit himself to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We know they follow Islam because after Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, name unique when Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We know they be Mohammedanism, like when they say Christian, where after Christ, Jesus. No, any religion, any prophet when they follow a religion must be Islam. So if you call yourself Muslim, no matter if you na any other nation or tribe, when they talk Arabic, but just say you know the religion of the religion of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. You know Hanif, the religion where deny all the worship of false God for the worship of one God. They deny all the other worship them. Because if you say, for example, in Christianity, when they say there are three gods in one, then not a true religion. Any religion where they worship three gods in one, they say three gods will be one. You're not going to divide Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala into three parts. Because God is a person, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit is a person, and the Isa ibn Maryam is a person. So you say three in one, that you don't associate partner with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you don't join partners with Allah, you don't commit shirk. Just like you already go to Moriman, or they go find Hengen, you put on a body for protect yourself, you don't commit shirk. And you worship when you worship for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for being one God. And when you proclaim you shahada, enough for add the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, neither Jibril for saying that all and God are one. No. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jibril a messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Prophet, and the Prophet and the campus a messenger to we human mankind about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then make Allah say, فَعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. No say no other God no day we get it right for let them go worship by Yawm al-Qiyamah, we don't go be trouble Yawm al-Qiyamah except Allah. So if you go find any other God other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he say God the Papa day, God the Begin day, and God the Holy Spirit day, that deen al-batil, that a religion, that lie religion, not a true religion. May Allah guide and protect you. So for that reason, brothers and sisters, le ko king get holiday so Love not only left with picking them for the Sidon host, they play them games them or watch television. No, bring them at the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then they can see and learn the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and practice the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala according to how we say we practice them, according to the Kitab and Sunnah. But if we left with picking them at us, we not teach the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not put them at the madrasa, then they add to the number of the non-believers there. The number of the non-believers that go add, then we will be a trouble for Yom Al-Qiyamah, because the Prophet says, "Kulukum mas'ul." We all now we responsible. Kulukum ra'in mas'ul and ra'iyati. We just by like shepherd them. We responsible for we are accountable for all the families. We wave them, we pick them. For look after them. The Imam said, he said, he accountable to me. God for God accountant. The message will pass to me. Whether it be we humble Sheikh when Dr. Sheikh Faisal Wadi, or it be Sheikh Yusuf, or Sheikh Bemba, or any Sheikh waiting up now, any partner in the world, or any Maulana, where they once a Muslim, now a God given knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask him. What is the message we pass to the people there? What is the message we commit to the people there? And we said that Allah will ask you, what about Ajabtul Mursaleen? What is your response to the messengers there? Then the messengers of the messengers there. Then the messengers of the messengers there. And the messengers are the messenger of Allah. So that messenger are the messengers that don't convene. The followers them when the Sahaba will follow them. This continue message to the knowledgeable people them. We all Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for ask Yom Al-Qiyamah. Now make Allah say, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, oh now we believe. Qu anfusakum, oh now we believe. Una warn ourselves and save ourselves nara from the hellfire. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, oh now we believe. Allah not say, not talk about the one who don't believe. Say una we believe. Qu anfusakum, una save ourselves, una warn ourselves, una save ourselves. Wa ahlikum, una family them. Whether una wife them, una pikin them, una auntie them, una mama them, una papa them. Anyone but the family. Not about the hellfire. And this hellfire where Allah they talk about, وَقُرْهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةِ. The fear of fire, when they take light this fire, it comprises of stones and mortar man them. Alayha malaika, na angel them, na the God is in the hell. Ghilal shidad, tough, the heavy and the mighty, and we see them, their strength. La ya'suna Allah ma amarahum wa yaf'aluna ma yu'marun. They know they deny Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in commandment, where Allah don't give them commandment. So you go never see you beloved wife or you begin, then go down at the hellfire, you then at the Jannah. You don't go happy. May Allah guide you and protect you. We brothers, let's sit down properly.